The EP Podcast. Heard everywhere podcasts can be found, and always at theeppodcast.com.
If you are listening to this episode on the date it was released, April the 1st, trust no one, it's April Fool's Day. Actually, you should trust no one every day of the year. It's 2025. Who are you trusting? I trust the First National Bank of Evergreen Park, our proud sponsors at 95th and Pulaski in that iconic building right there on the corner. Every time I have a question, every time I have a concern, every time I need their help with anything, I got business accounts, the kids' accounts, my personal account, it's all in there. The First National Bank of Evergreen Park is there for me. No overdraft fees. That checking account that they offer, there's no ATM fees. It doesn't matter if there's a fee on the ATM. They're going to put the money back in for you. That makes them free. A $300 bonus when you open up a total access checking account with qualifying activities, mobile banking tools, award-winning customer service. Switch now to a true community bank. It has never been easier. The First National Bank of Evergreen Park, member FDIC. Sitting down here at the 9-foot homemade oak bar, I did not realize that Kelly had never been here before.
This is my first time.
We've done all of our interviews about the rec department at locations together.
That's correct.
I've never had you here before. You walked in and you were like, oh, so this is what it is. I'm like, you haven't been here?
I've seen it online on the podcast, but this is my first time getting a look at it.
I feel so bad that I have not had you down here before.
No, not at all.
I mean, I do. I feel terrible about it.
It is beautiful, by the way.
Well, thank you. This is almost like a spite build back in my marriage. Like I said I wanted to build a bar, and my ex, I remember, said, you've never built anything in your life. Good luck with that. And I took 2 weeks off of work at the time and built a bar. And
you did a beautiful job.
Yeah, that's what it was.
This looks like a carpenter built it.
Yeah, thank you.
So you did an amazing job.
Thank you very much.
I'm married to a carpenter, so.
Well, I will not show you the mistakes because I see all the mistakes, but you see
great.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so you're over at the rec department. I see you on Facebook all the time posting things that are going on.
Correct.
You're very active in the rec department, and you really want people to know about your programs. So
absolutely, yeah. I mean, Facebook's kind of one of our major ways of getting out to people. All of the moms and dads groups are where a lot of parents come together to, keep up to date on all of the things going on in the village. So we try and wait till later in the evening when parents are the kids are in bed and the kids, parents are able to kind of sit and scroll on Facebook. So that's when we kind of try and get out
chasing
all
the
our
doom
programs.
scrollers.
You got
you're chasing the doom scrollers.
So we're trying to put some positivity into the doom scrolling.
I just recently got rid of all the social media on my phone.
That's pretty amazing.
I know. I only use social media now on the desktop for the different podcasts. But I got rid of the social media. And I'll let you in on why I did it since we're talking about this. And then we'll get to your rec stuff. But I haven't had a chance to explain this to people.
Absolutely.
Why I got rid of it. I got rid of it because after my divorce, I started dating this girl. She's a wonderful girl. We had a wonderful time together. And after about 5 months, the relationship came to an end. And my Instagram, my Facebook immediately started changing all of my reels into breakup reels. And are you sure you wanted to do this? Or maybe your ex will call you in a couple of weeks. Or it was as if the phone, even though we didn't break up over those apps,
right.
It was a phone conversation, the breakup. The phone heard the breakup and instantly tailored all my social media to it. And I was like, this is too
Isn't
creepy.
That scary?
It was so creepy. And I said, how am I going to get over the end of a relationship if the phone wants me to keep thinking about it? So I got rid of all my social media. It had to be a couple months ago I got rid of it. And I've never felt better in my life. I don't have any social media on my phone.
Seriously, I think I am, unfortunately.
You're stuck.
I am stuck. And I'm stuck, but I also, like I said, I spend too much time in the evening. I look at how much time at the end of the night that I spend. I'm like, I could be doing so many more things.
That's what it does. It sucks you in. I've gotten so much done since I got rid of it, okay?
Yes.
Keep your podcast app. Get rid of the social media. That's my advice.
Okay. All right. We're thinking about it.
And then they can find out what's going on at the rec department through the EP podcast. What do you have going on coming up?
We've got tons of stuff coming up. So we've got our huge Easter extravaganza coming up. That is going to be on Saturday, April 12th from 10 to 11:30 at the EP Community Center.
Okay.
So we'll have the way that we've kind of run it through the many years. We've got our continental breakfast, which is very generously donated by Wolf's Bakery. Then we'll have our kids' crafts. We'll have pictures with the Easter Bunny. The only change this year is that unfortunately we're not going to have Easter egg dyeing because of the cost of eggs.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
I know.
That's rough.
I know.
I mean, I get it. I understand.
So we
it.
reached out to multiple. Pete's has always been our go-to, and they said that they were not able to, because we normally get like 350 eggs for the day, and they said they just couldn't do it, and we didn't feel it was in Evergreen Park's best interest for us to be taking that many eggs for one day.
Yeah.
So we did decide. We went through a craft company, so we got a bunch of plastic eggs, and then the kids are going to be able to decorate those eggs into like little characters.
Okay.
So again, not the exact same thing, but it's definitely something we're kind of audibolting and trying something a little different while we're dealing with.
It happens.
Right.
At least we're not all worried about going around each other like it would have been 5 years ago.
100%.
Right?
Yes.
This is easy.
Yeah, so this is the worst of it, that we can't dye some eggs,
Right.
and hopefully everyone else still gets the opportunity to do it at home with their families for Easter, because we do know it's a great tradition. But this year we're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to have something a little different, and hopefully the kids love it just as much.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
So that's our Easter event that's coming up. We've got a new STEAM. It's science, technology, engineering, art, and math. We have Quantum Leap. It's a STEAM company that's going to come in and run some classes for us. And this one is going to be specified towards architecture. So we are so excited. The class is going to be 6-week session, and kids are going to be able to learn about Chicago architecture and Evergreen Park architecture. So they're going to be bringing in different things, and over the 6 weeks, the kids are going to be building a model, an architectural model of some different things. So we're really excited. That's going to start this Thursday. There are still spaces available for anyone who's interested. They can go to eprec.recdesk.com to register for that class. But this is a new one, and we're really excited about it.
That's really neat. I mean, I love the architecture angle. My daughter is going to school right now for architecture.
That's
at the University of
amazing.
Illinois. And I know how intense it is. Like, she calls me up and she's like, I've been working on the same project for 8 days for like 7 hours a day, and it's almost done, but I don't know if I'm doing it right. Like that's what they're doing, and it's really intensive. And I remember when she thought about getting into the field, it's not like there's a lot of things where you can kind of practice before you do it. Right? Like, you could draw, and you could kind of like take like an introductory course maybe in high school if you're lucky enough, and they may show you a little bit of it, but they don't really understand what architecture is and what it involves until they're in the program in college. You don't
100%.
see a lot of it beforehand. So this is really cool.
Right. You're not seeing this very often in elementary or high school. So this is a nice way to introduce this at a young age and see if these kids are interested and get them hooked on, math and science and architecture, those kind of things early on.
Yeah.
And we've always been known, the rec department's always been known towards a little bit more towards the sports act part of things. So we're really trying to kind of get that, a little bit of that educational piece in for kids who maybe aren't as interested in the sports.
That's very cool.
So
very exciting.
So we're very excited about that. We actually, this weekend, I just want to brag on this one just for a quick minute.
Okay.
Our preschool director, Sarah Childers Brady, ran a art in the park for young entrepreneurs. It was a vendor fair. We had 16 vendors. It turned out absolutely amazingly. The kids came out with whatever that they had made, and they sold it at the fair. We had our Rojo Verde taco truck came out, and then we had Aunt Lizzie's bakery came out. So it was just like the perfect day. You could get your shopping done. The kids were so engaged. It was so amazing to see kids not only speaking with adults, having those conversations, working with money, those, really important life skills. And again, this is another one of those where it was starting out young, just amazing to watch these kids grow and just their personalities that day. So it'll definitely be something we'll continue to repeat.
Yeah, do that again. That sounds really, really cool. And fairs and festivals like that are becoming like a bigger thing I've noticed around the South Side.
Yes.
I actually know a guy who runs them like weekly. He'll find a brewery or some other place, and he'll have all these vendors come in and sell their stuff. And it is something that I didn't realize was so big. But there's a lot of artists that go out, and every week they're at some place, and that's how they make their living, and they sell these things. And so they have that for the kids is cool.
Yeah, and it's just, I think we're kind of as a society moving a little bit away from the big box and moving into really enjoying those smaller products that are made homemade, those kind of things. So it was great to see these kids. I know I bought a bookmark. I brought a pot holder, a crocheted rose. I mean, so really unique things that were really, really awesome to see these kids put together.
Very neat.
So,
I mean,
yes.
what I think is fun here is that you mentioned it already, like the rec department generally is looking at like sports and things like that. I haven't heard one sport yet.
Yes, good. Exactly. That's definitely, we're like I said, we're really trying to work on kind of getting some new and upcoming things. That is definitely, we're working with 3 or 4 new people we're hoping to have some new fall activities coming out. We have heard the parents are really asking for some more adult and tot classes. So we're in the process of getting together some more adult and tot classes for our fall book. So we're definitely, on that, and we're working on it. We have an open gym. This was a big ask from the parents last year. Miss Paisha does the open gym for like the 5th grade and up for high school. And we didn't really have like an open gym. We had more specific like classes where it was more teaching and learning, where the 2nd through 4th graders were like, hey, we just want to get in and play. We don't want anyone to teach us. We just want to go in with our friends, have a great day, a couple hours to go in and just do open gym. So we're going to do that again this summer. It was very successful last summer. So we'll have that going again this summer for our 2nd to 4th graders. So we're excited to have that come back again because it was very successful. And then the last thing that I really want to touch on is, again, our preschool. Our preschool, we believe, is second to none. We have an amazing Sarah Childers Brady. Our director is just an absolute asset to our whole program. She has come in. She has come up with so many new events. She's now doing a monthly event for the preschoolers, like an evening event. So, and most of the time it's a drop off where the parents can drop off. They get a couple hours to go out and get their grocery shopping
anytime
done.
You get a couple hours when you have a preschooler.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And she's just made, like for Valentine's Day, they did a dinner. She had, they were fake candles, but the candles on the table, the kids had dinner at the table. They did a bunch of different events, crafts and things. So she's been doing those monthly. This month is going to be a stuffed animal drop-off. So they're going to come in, they're going to do some activities with their stuffed animal, and then their stuffed animal is going to have a sleepover at the preschool overnight. And then the kids will get pictures of what their stuffed animal did all night throughout the night. So the kids just have really enjoying these kind of added things to our preschool, which again already is phenomenal when it comes to curriculum. She has put a curriculum together that is just astounding. I went in, I had a sub last week, and listening to the kids were going through a book about colors. So they were obviously going through the colors, and as they were going through the colors, she would say the name of the color, and then they would say it in Spanish. And then, they were going through counting, and they were counting in Spanish. I mean, it was just amazing to watch these kids and how bright they are. I don't want to say it, but it doesn't look anything like it did back when we were in school.
Yeah, I mean, the facilities over there are amazing, too, that you have for that preschool.
Absolutely. I mean, sanitized all the time, pretty much brand new. We're only 5 years into this building, and it's a beautiful building.
It must be fun to work in the community center when the kids are there.
It is the most wonderful thing. We get up when the kids go down to the gym, which is on the other side of the building. We get up and we wave to them. It just makes your day so much happier and so much brighter to see all those smiling faces every day.
That's awesome. Well, Kelly, what's the best way for somebody to look up one of your programs or find out more information about them?
Absolutely. So for our rec department programs, eprec.recdesk.com, or they can stop in and get a book. We have a book that's always available at the community center. They can also give us a call at 708-229-3373 if they have any questions. And then as far as preschool goes, they can always stop in and register, and we can give them all the paperwork for the upcoming. Again, I also forgot to mention with preschool, we do now have the extended day, which goes till 2 p.m., which I think for a lot of working parents has really been a plus.
That's awesome. Very cool. Lots going on over there at the community center with the rec department. Kelly, nice enough to come in here and tell us about it. And good luck.
My pleasure.
Good luck with all the events, especially that Easter one. And I'm sure it'll work out with the alternate eggs.
Perfect.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things that Country Financial stands for. They're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through Evergreen Park. They're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of your community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. And since Country is already your neighbor, they want to get together and chat. Call your local Country financial representative, Mike Thauer, today at 708-425-1559 to talk about the things that are important to you and how he can help you protect them. It is now time for EP Podcast Word on the Street, brought to you by Spoken Vine, Wine Bar and Bottle Shop, northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. We're going there in just moments to meet with Frank Murray of the Evergreen Park Public Library, as we do each and every month. Before we do that, a reminder, if you're listening to the show on the day of its release, April the 1st, it is Election Day. Polls opened at 6 a.m. They go until 7 p.m. on Tuesday the 1st. Get out and vote on April the 1st. Yard waste pickup begins this week on the same day that you would normally get your garbage and recycling picked up. Yard waste goes into the designated can. Dust off your best attire and get ready to dance the night away. A prom for adults 55 and older, known as the Golden Age of Hollywood Adult Prom. We heard about this just recently when Village Clerk Kelly Duffy was down here at the 9-foot homemade oak bar. Evergreen Park is having a prom May the 8th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Community Center, 3450 West 97th Street. $15 tickets for residents, $20 for non-residents. Register at the Village Hall or the Office of Citizen Services. Should be a fun night. And the Youth Department is collecting donations for the Evergreen Park Food Pantry. Just had them on the last episode. If you missed it, go back, take a listen. This is going on all throughout the month of April. Items needed include peanut butter jelly cereal, canned goods, macaroni and cheese, canned tuna, canned soup, pasta sauce, and laundry soap. Check those expiration dates. It makes no sense to give them to the pantry if they're going to expire quickly or are already expired. Bring your donations to the Youth Department at the Community Center, 3450 West 97th Street. There is an entire slate of events planned by the Evergreen Park Public Library, so we're going to Spoken Vine right now, where Frank Murray and I are going to try out a really tasty dish, a glass of wine, and talk about it right here on the EP Podcast. The EP Podcast is Spoken Vine at the northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie, where I just learned that Frank Murray doesn't watch these, which is amazing.
I listen, but I don't watch. It's hard enough to listen to myself, let alone actually see myself on a video.
There's video on our YouTube channel where you can watch it. You've never, once been curious what you look like when you do these?
I already have a pretty good idea what I look like, and I don't want to see it.
Okay, well, today we're going to be featuring some food. So, I mean...
Now this I want to see.
So those that are listening on the podcast may want to check out the YouTube channel later on in the week when the video posts, and they'll be able to see what we're actually talking about.
Right.
But we're going to have Reed, and I don't know if Reed and Bridget are coming in. If Bridget's coming, who's coming? Both of them come on in here.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get them in here from Spoken Vine, where I have been a lot lately. I've become a problem here. I'm like a regular. I'm like Norm from Cheers when I walk in, right, Bridget?
This is true. Everybody knows your name.
I walk in, the wait staff all waves.
Oh, they're raving? They're not
I'm here all the time.
He's back.
Yeah. Reed's like, yeah.
Pick a spot.
They were so busy one night they just made up a chair for me so I can sit at the bar. That's where I'm at this point.
How about
right?
that? That is
Hey, we
nice.
appreciate you coming in. I've never seen you before, but apparently you're here all the time. But
Okay, so let's talk about the food dish that you just brought out here because it looks amazing. I just told you, I think I said it on the last show that I discovered one of your dishes. It's a chicken pita.
The chicken pita plate. We do hand-torn roasted chicken, and we top that with feta, and then a little salad of diced tomatoes, red onion, and cucumber that's got some parsley and lemon juice in it. Super fresh.
I was so in love with
tzatziki.
it. I took a picture and texted her. I was like, I'm at your restaurant and this is good.
Just wanted to make sure you knew that this was
It
good.
wasn't meatballs.
It wasn't
It
meatballs?
wasn't meatballs.
I get more than the meatballs. I get a lot of different things here. Yeah.
That's what's the best part of this menu is that top to bottom,
It's good.
You jump in there. I've never ate more carrots in my life than coming here.
All right, so what are we having right here?
This is a black truffle burrata. It is on a bed of arugula that we've dressed with garlic oil and salt. Around it you have a roasted asparagus, roasted artichokes, and then we finish it with a little bit more of that garlic oil, top it with balsamic glaze, salt, pepper, and then a little bit of crispy prosciutto on top.
Looks delicious.
It looks amazing. And then do you put it on top of this, or what do you do this?
So you can add bread as the side. I think it's a wonderful thing to spread over crostinis or pita, so that would be up to you if you wanted to add that. But it's great alone as a salad by itself.
And Reed is holding wine. Are we pairing this with something?
Of course we're pairing it with something. So I have a bottle of Sancerre. It's from Roger Navu. Sancerre is a Sauvignon Blanc. It's a region at the very end of the Loire Valley. It's this family's actually owned this vineyard since the 1200s. They've got a steep limestone hill. Sancerre Sauvignon Blancs tend to have a real crispness to them.
Okay. Lots
of aromatics, and everything has limestone, so you get a lot of minerality to them. So you're not going to get the grassy Sauvignon Blancs like you would expect out of New Zealand. You get really well put together, really thoughtful wines that tend to have a little bit longer finish. Sancerres are beautiful.
He is an encyclopedia when it comes to wine.
And this dish pairs wonderfully with white wines. So if you're a white wine lover and you're just really not sure what to start with, you will not be disappointed.
Okay, all right.
I'm looking forward to the minerality.
This is awesome. I love this, and we're gonna try something out.
I learn so
here.
much every time I come here. Not only is the food delicious and the wine is delicious, Reed and Bridget are so knowledgeable in their entire menu and every single wine. I just think like Reed has like a program chip in his brain that he uploads data and information to.
All right, so I'm going to put some of this on my plate. I'm going to have you try a little bit of it too, Frank. Why don't you bring your plate over here real quick? We'll get this on, and then we got the wine. You want to just try the wine first? We'll get into what you're doing, then we can taste this.
A fresh
Cheers.
palate, right?
Thank you so much.
Sancerre, have fun, guys.
Awesome. All right, well, you tell me about what's going on at the library. I'm going to eat this, and then I'll tell people how it tastes. Well, you eat it. That's what we'll do.
Come on, there's no filler for me to eat first?
No.
Come on.
Not at all. Okay, you go ahead. What's the big
Bridget
thing going
and
on?
Reed need to come back and talk for another 5
No, they don't
minutes
need
so
to
I
talk.
can finish this plate off.
No, you tell me what's going on at the library and watch me eat.
All right, so we're dropping this one. This is dropping April.
It drops right about the beginning of the month. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So everybody, it's spring, and you know what that means? It's chicks. It's chicks, man. What's that old thing from this? Never mind. All right, no one's going to catch that reference.
I love how you probably had that written
I have
down,
to explain
and you were
the reference.
For that
it's
joke
not
the
good.
Whole time, and
I killed it.
Yeah.
I bombed it.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, our chick eggs are arriving at the library on April 2nd. You can come in and learn about the incubation period that these chicks go through. You can watch them hatch, and then learn about their life cycle. We got it all set up for you. They're always really popular every spring. This is our 3rd year doing it.
By the way, this is spectacular.
I know. I'm waiting to
keep talking.
Yeah,
no,
thanks a lot.
You keep talking. I got more to eat.
Our spring book sale's coming up Friday, April 4th through Sunday, April 6th. You get to discover a treasure trove of CDs, DVDs, books, and so much more. The proceeds will benefit the EP Library Foundation, so come on in. It's an awesome time. Our amazing lead volunteer is Mary Kay. She does a fantastic job with the book sale. And if you're looking to volunteer, please sign up. You can go to our website and visit our calendar and just search volunteer, and all the available time slots will come in. I know Mary Kay is always looking for additional help, and it's a great way to give back to the library and your community.
Let me tell people about what we're trying here, which Bridget just brought out. Go ahead and have a taste while I'm talking about it. This thing is really good. First of all, it does pair very well with the white wine. And I'm not a white wine drinker, but after I take a bite, this is the perfect complement to it, okay? Secondly, I mean, every time they come up with a new flavor here, I mean, I try everything on the menu, and I do it because there's a lot of thought behind all their different small plates. I mean, they're almost tapas inspired here because you can get a couple different things and sit with one person or a couple people and try a bunch of different things and not just get one thing for yourself, although I've done that before. And this is spectacular. Tastes really good. All the different flavor combinations. It's light. I do agree, a little bit of bread with it makes it even better. Definitely something that you should add on to what you're eating here normally over at Spoke and Vine at the northeast corner of 95th and Kedzie. All right, you're chewing. So now I have to keep filling while you're chewing.
It is delicious.
It is delicious, right? I told you it would be delicious.
Okay. It's so good. I just want to give a quick shout out to National Library Week. It's Sunday, April 6th through Saturday, April 12th. Come on in and celebrate National Library Week with us. We're celebrating the entire month of April. You can come in and bring, this is one of your favorite promos that we do. You can come in, give us $1, and we'll waive all your EP-related fines and fees that you have on any late fees and like. But you got to give $1. But it only applies to Evergreen Park Public Library items, and lost or replacement fees are not included.
You know what the best part is that every time he does this fee forgiveness thing, he tells me this may be the last time. They just do it 2 months later. Just wait for fee forgiveness. It's like the inside thing for the EP podcast, right?
Oh, yeah.
You watch Frank on the EP podcast, you know when you can bring back your late books. That's how you get away with it. Yeah.
Point is, keep coming back.
Yeah.
We got you.
Keep coming to the library. They got a lot going on there.
And you mentioned the Illinois State License Plate Sticker renewal.
Yeah, this is
we
great.
have that service at the library.
I didn't know you were an option. Sometimes you got to go get your license plate sticker renewed, and you forgot to do it in the mail, and you're like, oh, I got to get this done.
Yeah.
And it's like a currency exchange. Sometimes you're standing in line.
Yeah.
I would much rather go do this at the library.
You can come to the library. You still have to pay that $9.50 processing fee, but it's another option for you. And a small amount of that, the library gets about $4, so you can consider that like a donation to the library.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But yeah, you can just make sure if you're interested, bring in the VIN number of your vehicle, the email that is the reminder that you get from the state of Illinois, or your license plate number. We need all those things to process it. So
the cheese is amazing. This whole dish is amazing.
It's unbelievable.
I want you to just tell people what you're doing so I can sit here and eat.
I know it's going to be gone though.
No, you don't eat. I eat. You talk.
This is horrible.
Keep going.
All right, so our youth programs for the kids.
Leave me out of this segment. Leave me out of the segment. I've got food to eat and wine to drink. You just take over, Frank. It's the Frank Show, everybody. Go.
So we have story times in April. All throughout April, our story times are full. Check out our calendar for all those complete dates and times in the mornings at 9:30. There's a couple special events, though, for our kids that I want to give a shout out to. We have cookies and crayons. Come in and eat the crayons and color with the cookies. Or, I mean, the other way around. You want to eat the cookies and color with the crayons. That's going to be Saturday, April 5th at 11 a.m., grades 5 and under. We also have our ever-popular Sensory Sunday. That's for ages 5 and under. That's going to be Sunday, April 6th at 1:30 p.m. We also have a preschool play date. It's once a month, but in April it'll be Sunday, April 27th at 2:30. And what's special about this one, it's parachute play day. So everybody loves to bring out the parachute. The kids go nuts when you take that big parachute out and like to crawl underneath it. I will do that every once in a while, with the parachute. When you throw it up, you run underneath it. It's a good time.
It's not that I'm not paying attention to you. I'm just eating.
I know, it's really good food. I wish I didn't have to promote a bunch of stuff. We do too much stuff at the library. It's getting in my way of enjoying the delicious food. The library board's going to be
mad if you just focus on eating instead of talking about what's going on at the library. So do your job.
And the Paper Plate Marble Challenge is going to be Wednesday, April 23rd at 11 a.m. That's for grades 1 through 5. You get to design and create your own marble maze using household items. You'll get to experience the full design process from brainstorming, and then you get to redefine your design because we always know that first one might not work.
Oh, yeah.
So we try again. And then for our teens, we have our Teen Lunch and Learn series. This is going to be held on Saturday, April 12th at noon. Moraine Valley Community College is going to be coming to talk about careers in the health sciences fields. And we'll have some lunch. We'll have some sandwiches and snacks.
I'm going to be teaching at Moraine Valley starting this summer.
Really?
I'm an adjunct now.
No.
Yeah.
Get out.
Podcasting class.
Podcasting?
Yes.
Really? Somebody hired you to teach other people?
They hired me to teach podcasting at
Chris,
Moraine Valley.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Perfect fit.
Yeah. So my first class is this summer.
I cannot sign up.
Get
professional. I'm going to be in the back.
Yeah, you can sign up. Like seriously, you sign up. I mean, they've already listed the thing. I've got my employee packet. I'm working over at Moraine Valley now.
So, are you going to be in one of those big lecture halls?
I would
or
hope
you're
so.
Be in a smaller class? That'd be
how
great.
many people want to learn about podcasting? I mean, wouldn't it be amazing
that's
if I walked out with
media's going
with the headset on and I'm standing on a stage? I'm like, podcasting. The future, and just got to stand out there and let people all gasp as I do it, big spotlight on me. It's going to be me and like 5 people in the classroom. I guarantee that's what it's going to be. But I am teaching it this summer, and then hopefully the plan is every semester at Moraine Valley.
Awesome.
Professor Lanuti will teach how to podcast.
Even better, Professor Lanuti.
I don't even know if I'm technically a professor, but I figure if I'm teaching at a college, I'm a professor now. Yeah,
adjunct professor.
I'm putting it on my business cards, Professor Lanuti.
Start with adjunct, okay? Let's keep it official.
What else you got?
Well, and we'll have to just have you back at the library to host another podcast in 101 class.
Yeah.
And this time hosted by adjunct professor Chris Lanuti.
Chris Lanuti.
Yeah. Well, congratulations. We also have our Stack Social Club. They meet not every Sunday. They meet on the second Sunday of every month. This Sunday is Sunday, April 13th. They're going to be creating some spring terrariums. And our Social Stacks Club serves teens and young adults with disabilities. They're going to have a lot of fun creating these terrariums. And that is at 11 a.m. right before the library opens. We got a couple more events for our teens that are coming up. We're going to have a poetry makerspace event. It's going to be Wednesday, April 9th and Wednesday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. April is National Poetry Month, so come on out and celebrate. We're going to have all sorts of different poetry options. Most of these I am not familiar with. There's blackout poetry, magnetic poetry, book spine poetry, found poetry, and a lot more. We're also partnering up with the Urban Barn at James Sexton Park.
Okay.
That is going to be, we're going to be, with the teens, we're going to be doing nature journaling at the Urban Barn. That's going to be Tuesday, April 22nd at 4 p.m. Grades 6 through 12 are welcome. We're going to meet there, just journal nature, get a more appreciation for nature, and hopefully also as a side benefit, kind of reduce your anxiety or stress. We're going to meet in the activity room in the barn and hang out with Miss Mary Kay over there.
I love that barn. Mary Kay is a trip that is definitely going to be a fun event.
Yeah, and the library is going to provide some supplies and snacks, so another thing. Two more quick event promos here. One, both related to Earth Day and Helen Cooperson. We have we're hosting a climate change event Tuesday, April 22nd at 6:30 p.m. One of now your colleagues. Oh no, excuse me. He's at St. Xavier. I got to jump to Moraine Valley.
We're all professors. We're all colleagues. You're not a professor, but I'm in the club now.
You're in the club.
I'm in the club.
You need a tweed jacket now.
I'm getting a tweed jacket and a pipe. I am. You think I'm joking? I'm walking in first day looking like Donald Sutherland in Animal House. Without pants. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, man.
Just like
Donald Sutherland. How long your tenure lasts.
Yeah. I'm going to be that guy.
Tuesday, April 22nd, 6:30 p.m. Christopher Appellate will be in to discuss how we can better treat our Earth. And then finally, circle the calendar. Bob Ehrlich's Butterfly Garden plant sale is going to be going on. He has appointments from May 9th through May 20th. You can call the library. We can put you in touch with Bob. You can go to his location.
His butterfly garden's amazing.
It is.
If you've never seen it, it's right here in Evergreen Park. If you've never seen it, go see it. It's really cool.
And a lot of the stuff that he has cultivated, all those offshoots are at the library right now, starting to grow and bud right now. He put together the Monarch Butterfly Garden that's outside the library. But Bob will be here and selling plants at the library lobby, Wednesday, May 21st through Saturday, May 24th. Part of the proceeds of those sales go to the Evergreen Park Library Foundation.
All right. So from Spoken Vine with Frank Murray from the Evergreen Park Library, we will see you soon. Glasses up, my friend. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you, Chris. Thank you, Spoken Vine.
It's the EP Podcast. All things Evergreen Park. It's the EP Podcast. Evergreen Park.